Hello and welcome to the Cottage. I'm Joey the Veiled Cottage Witch, and I'm so happy that you can join me today. We are doing another episode of one card in 4 decks. As you can see, this has been a fan favorite. I have so enjoyed going through the entire 78 cards, and we are on the major arcana finally. We've gone through the wands, the cups, the swords, the pentacles, and now we're on the home stretch with the major arcana. Today we are going to talk about the Emperor. And if you know me at all, you know that I have had my qualms with Mr. Emperor here. I have hated this card for so long. Finally, when I began to dive into astrology and gotten to know my big three, I found out that my moon sign was Aries, which is the planet or the sign of the Emperor. So I began to really study Aries, and it explained a lot about my personality, especially my control issues, the fact that I'm an initiator and a leader, and I volunteer for everything. I'll go. It just began to explain a lot, and in fact, my big three are all cardinal signs. So yeah, so that explains a lot about who I am as a person. So I have made my peace with Mr. Emperor here. So that's a little bit of something about me that perhaps you didn't know. So today we're going to talk about the Emperor. And where once I had a strong distaste for the Emperor, I now understand what he's all about and perhaps why I was resistant to what he represents. So the crystal that most vibrates well with the Emperor is red jasper. Red jasper is all about determination, grounding, and assertiveness, which makes perfect sense for him. So let's get right into it. So the Emperor is obviously the sign of Aries. You can see that with his rams at all 4 corners. And that is very important because his number is 4, which is all about stability. 4 sides to a table, 4 legs to a chair. That groundedness, that stability is all about 4s. So we can see he's got battle armor on underneath his red robes. Red is all about power and passion, right? Battle armor means that he has readied himself for battle. So he is always at the ready to fight. He always wants to fight the good fight. You've got this orange background, which is all about ambition. You've got yellow back here, which is always about courage. So you've got power, courage, and ambition. Gotta love that. The gray throne here is always about neutrality. He's not always good. He's not always bad. He tries to be that neutral force, right? That's what he is all about. He's got his scepter here, representing balance. He's got that circle here representing cycles and evolution, and all about those patterns, right? So you can see the flow of water, as we talked about, that starts with the high priestess, that flow of consciousness, right? You've got that just barely back here, but it's still there. It's going on. So he has that tie to the subconscious, to that emotional force that runs through the entire tarot. So he's got his crown, his jeweled crown here. So he's got a heart on his shoulder here. Now, I wish I would have gotten my Empress out, but his eyes, if you see, we look up close, he has got his eyes going that way, looking straight that way. If you line up the major arcana, you can tell he is looking at the Empress for her say-so, for her opinion, which I absolutely love. There needs to be that balance. He is the divine masculine. The Empress is the divine feminine. So I absolutely love that he is looking that way for her opinion. I love that. So that is the Emperor. That is what he is all about. So I can get on board with that. Oh, and one more thing. He's got all of these mountains, all of those obstacles that he has been through that has led him to earn his throne, which I absolutely love. I made myself a little elderberry tea here. I've had allergies and my throat has just been awful this week. So, I love elderberry. All right. So I've got the Wildwood Tarot here. Let's look at the Emperor in this. And we have the Green Man to represent the Emperor in this deck. I absolutely love this, and I love the Green Man. I have statues and representations of the Green Man all over my cottage, and I just absolutely love what he represents. The Green Man represents nature, all of nature, from flora to fauna. You've got this cauldron here. You've got this staff. You've got this horn. I love his beard. You've got the caduceus here. You've got this eagle. He is everything that nature represents. All seasons, all animals, trees, everything that nature represents. And why this is the Emperor is that nature goes through the survival of the fittest. It is absolute fairness, absolutely. Nature doesn't play favorites. When you're in nature as a part of nature, you survive or you don't. So there's absolute, bar none, you make it or you don't. Just like he has survived all these obstacles represented by the mountains, the neutrality, the battle armor, everything that he represents is the Green Man. When you think about the seasons, surviving in the wilderness, in the winter, Some make it, some don't. In the summer, as hot as it is, when there's hardly any shelter, you make it or you don't. So I love this representation because there is no playing favorites. There's nature versus humanity. So I love this representation, and I thought, what a beautiful way to bring the wild into a form that we can relate to as humans. So I hope that made sense to you guys. It's kind of hard to explain, but I hope that you guys understand how this relates to the Emperor. So if I make sense to you, let me know in the comments. So hopefully my next card will explain it even better. So stand by. So that is the Wildwood Tarot. Now, I'm going to get way out there on you guys with this next card. This is the Forhaxa Tarot by MJ Cullinane. This is an all fairy and nature spirits deck. So we have the Council of Monarchs. Check this out. So we have an Empress, but for the Emperor, when things come up in this universe, to be fair, when things come up, they come up to the Council of Monarchs, which consists of 4 creatures of the elements, or they could be elementals, but they're not quite described as such. So we have fire, air, water, and earth. I love these guys. Gals, excuse me. They're all female. So the Council of Monarchs needed to be 4 individuals so they can attack an issue from all 4 elements. How beautiful is that? You've got the air with the mind. You've got fire with the will. You've got earth with the groundedness. And you've got water with emotion. How cool is that? I love it. And when you think about it, that's the Emperor. You've got the stream of consciousness, which is the water. You've got the mind, which is his wisdom that he has gained on his journey. You've got the fire with his passion. And you've got his groundedness with his throne. It's perfect. I love it. I love it. These also can represent the 4 seasons: spring, summer, winter, and autumn. Oh, see how that matches with the green man? I love it. Yes. You see how they kind of play off of each other? Does this kind of make sense now? Hopefully. Get into my weird mind, you guys. Hopefully these you can kind of tie them together now. Are you with me a little bit now? Hopefully. If you've not clicked off by now, hopefully you're with me, because this one is going to blow your mind. Hopefully. All right. So that is the Forhaxa Tarot. Now, I have the Dark Reflections, which is the shadow deck. This is all of the cards are in their reversed or shadow sides. Need a drink. Sorry about that, you guys. It's been a week of such bad allergies. All right. This is our Dark Reflections card. Look at this. This guy looks like the zombie version of the Emperor. He scares me a little bit. Okay, first of all, look at his dead eyes. Look at them. I am frightened. Okay. So many things I need to say about this. First of all, down here are all skulls, bones. He doesn't have a scepter. He kind of has almost like a weapon. His necklace is a skull and bones. All right. His rams are ram skulls instead of part of the throne. He frightens me. And it's because he is dead inside. This is what happens when you are no longer fair and just, like the Emperor. There's no stability here. There's no fairness. There's no four legs to the table here. This is just corrupted power. He is not trying to be fair. He is not trying to be just. All he wants to do is kill you. He just wants to make you a pile of bones right here. He will strike you down. He doesn't care what you have to say. He doesn't care what point you are trying to make. He just wants to make you a pile of bones. He just wants, that's all he wants to do. Cold-blooded murder. And that is not what the Emperor is all about. And this was really eye-opening for me, because when I looked at this, I began to understand what the Emperor was all about. I'm like, oh, he's not an asshole. He's not a jerk. He's just and he's fair. He's not out to, be ruthless. This guy is. This guy's, before you even get out what you want to say, he has already destroyed you. Ruthlessly, unjustly, unfairly, and unkindly. He's scary. So now I have changed my mind about the Emperor. And if I want to run to somebody who is like a father figure, I'm running to this guy. Not this one. This is a scary, scary man. If he is a man at all. So I kind of don't even want to look at it anymore. It's scary me. So we have the Emperor in the Rider-Waite Smith, the Emperor or the Green Man in the Wildwood Tarot, the Council of Monarchs or the Emperor in the Forhaxa Tarot, and the scary, scary Emperor in the Dark Reflections Tarot. So tell me what you guys think about the Emperor. How do you interpret the Emperor in your decks? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to know if you guys have changed your mind about the Emperor. and what you think about this scary guy. And also let me know what you think about the Green Man. Let me know your thoughts. I would really love to know. All of my information about my website and how you can schedule classes and workshops and readings are all going to be down below in the description box. Please visit my website. You can enter the code word at checkout, all caps veiled, to get your free shipping on all my herbal products. That's going to be down in the description box below as well. Please give this video a like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And please remember, live your best life and live for yourself. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.